Hi, I'm Haley.
Hi, I'm Molly.
And we're Extension in the Kitchen. Hey guys, welcome back to Extension in the Kitchen. I'm so excited to be back. I have been out for a while on maternity leave, and it's just wonderful to be here and bring you guys a new recipe today. Also, I'm excited to incorporate some of our other extension agents into the shows this year. And so there's no better way to start than to bring on our awesome director, Molly Alexi. And so she has been with us for how many months now?
I started here in Stanley County this past October, so awesome. Not quite a year.
Yeah, and she has just been doing an awesome job of leading us and helping us to just make our programs even better. And so I'm so excited to have her here today. And she also has some family and consumer sciences responsibilities. So we're going to be doing a very simple salad today. This is called a spinach and North Carolina strawberry salad. And because spinach and strawberries are coming into season and we really want to promote you to eat local foods, support our local farmers, but also to get things at a time where it's going to be more readily available and therefore it's going to be less expensive, right?
That's right.
So, and also always in Extension, we're promoting health. And so there's no better way to get plenty of healthy foods in than to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. A lot of times Americans are not getting enough fruits and vegetables. Do you like spinach and strawberries?
I love spinach and strawberries.
Perfect. I'm glad.
That was how you convinced me to come and help today.
Awesome. Because, you know, I want her to be able to eat this too. So I'm excited about it. But the recipe calls for 8 ounces of spinach, and it is rinsed and drained. We do want to make sure we rinse our fresh produce before we use it, especially if it's not going to be cooked, because if it has any pathogens on it, contaminants and that kind of thing, we really want to make sure that those get rinsed off as much as possible. So again, 8 ounces, and then we're going to have about 3 cups of strawberries washed and dried. Have already washed those as well. We have also our ingredients to make a fresh dressing today. It is just as easy to make a dressing from scratch than it is to buy one from the store. You know what's going in it. It's going to be delicious. And a lot of these items you probably already have at home in your cabinet. So no need to go to the store if you've run out of your store brand of salad dressing. So we have olive oil, 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 1/8 cup of white wine vinegar, or if you have another vinegar at home, that could substitute as well. We have 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, and 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. Now, I will let you know, the store I went to get the poppy seeds and sesame seeds, they didn't have them. So what did I do? I got creative. This is actually an everything bagel seasoning, which literally has sesame seeds and poppy seeds in it. It does have a little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic powder, but that's only going to add more flavor to our dressing, so I'm okay with that. All right, so we're going to dive in and we're going to talk to y'all a little bit about some of the points around spinach and strawberries and how, you know, they are beneficial to us nutritionally, how you can store them and things like that. So, but the first thing we're going to do is go ahead, we're going to chop up our spinach. So Molly, just dive in, grab some spinach. We're both going to be putting some of this spinach onto our cutting boards. So just grab some.
All right, I did wash my hands.
Her hands are clean, my hands are clean. We're all going to be safe as we are prepping this lovely salad. So we are using sharp knives. Today we have a chef's knife. And again, it's very important to use a sharp knife when you are cutting things in the kitchen. It's going to be a lot more dangerous to use a dull knife. I was using a dull knife the one and only time that I did cut my finger in the kitchen, and it was not fun at all. So there's a couple different ways we can chop this up. We can bunch it up and literally just go in with our hand on top of the knife and cut it up. That's one way. Another way is you could stack them up, roll them up, and do what's called a chiffonade and make little ribbons. So it's just whatever you prefer. The only wrong way to use a knife, in my opinion, is to end up holding it the wrong way, or again, using a dull knife. So keep your fingers away from the blade, and we're just going to chop this right up. While I'm chopping, Molly, will you read off a couple of those bullet points for us about spinach?
Let's see. Spinach is a leafy green vegetable and flowering plant with a delicate flower and texture that grows approximately 1 foot in height. Spinach is rich in iron, calcium, fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, and magnesium, along with folic acid, chlorophyll, and antioxidants. In addition to being low calorie, spinach helps to fight against osteoporosis, heart disease, arthritis, cancer, and iron deficiency anemia. However, spinach contains a chemical called oxalic acid, which binds with iron and calcium and reduces absorption. To improve absorption, eat spinach with foods rich in calcium and vitamin C. Spinach is available in 4 varieties, which include savory, flat, semi-savory, and baby. The size and color ranges from dark green with crinkly leaves in the savory variety to broad, smooth leaves in the flat variety. Spinach is available all year round in grocery stores. However, local farmers market availability is centered between March and June and September and December. Here's a fun fact. Spinach was not commonly eaten in the United States until the early 19th century. Spinach is believed to be of Persian origin and was introduced into Europe in the 15th century. In the United States, most spinach is grown in Texas and California. Spinach is fat-free and cholesterol-free. When you're purchasing spinach, choose spinach leaves that are bright, fresh, and dark green. Avoid leaves that look wilted, yellow, damaged, or blemished. Available in the following forms: bunches, plastic containers, bags, frozen or canned. When you're storing your spinach, store in the crisper compartment of the refrigerator for up to 1 week. And to clean, like you said earlier, remove the stems from the spinach leaves, wash the leaves by filling a bowl with cold water, and swish the leaves around until clean. Repeat as needed by changing the water and replacing it with clean water until the leaves are free of sand, dirt, and residue, and then pat dry.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing all that. Will you add your spinach into our bowl? And we are going to move on to adding our delicious strawberries. You could also add other berries or fruits of choice if you would like. The more color you add to a dish, not only is it more appealing and exciting to eat, but it really does add more nutritional value the more colors you have in a dish. So I personally love strawberries, and it is one of the few fruits I will eat in a salad. I typically tend to enjoy more of a vegetable-based salad, but I do like a strawberry in a salad, so I'm excited about this.
Now, Haley, we didn't remove our stems. Is that okay?
That's perfectly fine. So that's going to add just a little bit extra crunch. And so, you know, if it had really long stems, I might be more worried about taking some of those off. And if you're very picky about the stems, take some of them off. But me, I'm not too picky about them, so I'm going to leave them on there. That's a great question. All right, so we are going to move on to our strawberries. Again, these have been rinsed and they've been patted dry. And what we're going to do, we're going to just remove our stems, and then we are going to cut our strawberries into slices. And so now what we're going to do, I'm going to let Molly do a lot of the slicing of these while I read some of the strawberries off. But literally all we're going to do here is we're just going to take off our stem, and we're just going to slice these babies right up.
Okay,
just like
that.
that. And we're just going to sprinkle them right into our salad as we do that. All right? Do you want me to move that a little bit closer to you?
Sure.
There you go. Go ahead and put this over here. All right.
When are we going to be able to start picking strawberries?
You know what? I get to tell you
yay.
all about it. So strawberries are not actually berries botanically, as they come from a single flower with more than one ovary, which makes them an aggregate fruit. The main stem of the plant is called a crown, and it develops dark green leaves. The plant reproduces runners or long stems with a new plant bud at the tip. Strawberry plants are perennials, and they grow best in mild climates in a sunny position. So strawberries are naturally they're naturally fat-free and contain vitamin C and some amounts of vitamins A and vitamins K. Strawberries are full of other things like folate, potassium, manganese, fiber, and magnesium. Strawberries can be found year-round in the grocery store, but are fresh and ripe from spring to midsummer, about May to July. So there's your answer. So it is coming up that strawberries will be in season. So if they start looking extra good at the grocery stores, that's exactly why. A few fun facts for you. Strawberries are grown in every state in the United States and every province of Canada. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, the annual per capita consumption of fresh and frozen strawberries is 4.85 pounds. There is a museum in Belgium just for strawberries.
Okay.
Maybe we need to go there. On average, there are about 200 seeds in just one strawberry. So check out this strawberry. I'm trying to find a really, really pretty one. Yeah, look at that. Almost 200 seeds. Isn't that crazy? So let's talk about purchasing. When you purchase strawberries, which again, purchasing hopefully will be easier to find some good ones as they come into season, you really want to choose strawberries that are ripe, firm, plump, and have intact crowns. Avoid strawberries if they have white or green around the stem of the fruit or berries, and or if they have mold, soft spots, bruises, or other visible signs of damage. Let's move on to storage, guys. So strawberries may be stored for 2 to 5 days in the refrigerator, unwashed and loosely covered in a shallow container. However, strawberries can be frozen for up to 1 year. So I will tell you guys, we have some wonderful home food preservation classes coming up here at the Cooperative Extension Office. So if you're interested in learning about home canning, home freezing, and home drying, please contact us and we can connect you with hopefully a class that you can come to, all right? Lastly, cleaning and preparation. Dip the strawberries in cold water and gently swish them, pat dry, and remove the stems and caps and cut as desired, which is what Molly's working on now. So that's all about our strawberries. Now I'm going to dive into helping her out a little bit. This might be a little bit more than 3 cups, but again, I really love strawberries, and I just feel like with certain things like salads, you don't have to measure exactly. You can kind of make it your own. Now, if we were baking something today, we would definitely want to measure it accurately because baking is definitely more of a science. Are you a big baker at all, Molly?
No.
Me neither. Me neither. But, you know, and that has really changed in extension too. So, you know, used to be the FCS agent, which was called the home ec agent, used to focus on just getting people to know how to cook more. Now we really want people to not only cook more at home, but we want them to cook healthy foods. Because we really do deal with a lot of chronic diseases that are related to overweight and obesity, and we want to reduce that in North Carolina, and specifically me and Molly want to reduce that here in Stanley County. So that is a huge goal of ours, is to provide you all with information and research-based resources that can help you to live healthier lifestyles and teach your friends and your family to do the same. So that's the goal. All right. I'm going to put a few more of my strawberries in there. Will you mix that together and just see what it's kind of looking like? I don't want us to have more strawberry than spinach.
Right. This is one of those crazy little...
We do want it still to be a salad.
How's this work, Haley?
Well,
It doesn't open all the
these
way.
are great questions. There you go.
There we
Push
go.
it in.
All right.
Perfect.
My husband does all the cooking in our house.
We're bringing her in the kitchen today. Next time we'll have to bring Daniel in here, won't we?
Yes. Okay, I think we could.
You think that
that's
looks
probably-
pretty good?
Yeah, that looks good.
All right, if you want to add just a couple more, that's up to you. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and start mixing up this dressing. How's that sound? So in the recipe, it says you can mix this dressing up in a small bowl. However, I like to mix dressing up in a mason jar. It makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yep.
And so I just got our mason jar over here. I'm going to move our plates for just a minute. Can you just move those out of the way? We got a little bit of strawberry on them, but that's all right. Okay, so we have our mason jar, and I have our mason jar funnel just so that I don't make a huge mess. So again, we're gonna add olive oil. Olive oil is gonna be a healthy option for a fat. You do want fats in your diet. Choose healthy fats. A lot of our fats that are liquid at room temperature, like our olive oil, are going to have those healthier fats versus our saturated and trans fats. So we're going to add that right into our jar. And how much was that again? 1/4 of a cup, Molly?
Yes.
Of olive oil? Perfect. Okay, so we have, again, this is our vinegar. So we have our oil. We're going to add our vinegar in. How much do we have?
1/8.
1/8 of a cup there. And so here is 2 tablespoons of sugar, just add a little sweetness. You may or may not need it. We get a lot of natural sugars from our strawberries. So you could definitely cut back on this sugar if you are maybe diabetic and you're watching your sugars very closely. So this is optional for sure. But we are going to add it in for fun today, guys. All right. And what was next?
The paprika?
We've got the paprika.
Oh.
Perfect. So we're going to add that in. That's a great spice to add into our dressing. Just going to tap that right in. And again, last but not least, we have what?
Sesame seeds and poppy seeds.
Sesame seeds and poppy seeds.
Bagel mix.
Or a bagel mix. Everything bagel seasoning, which is what we substituted today. That's what I love about the kitchen. You can really make things your own. If you don't have one thing, surely you can find something else to make it your own. So we're going to add that right in. All right, I'm going to try to tap that, make sure. Some of our sugar stuck. That just means we didn't need that much sugar, right? We just stuck it right in. So I'm going to put this lid on. And this is where you can really get your kids involved in the kitchen, okay? If you got kids and that makes me think today we've got our interest meeting for our 4-H cooking club.
Kids in the kitchen.
So we're going to be teaching kids how to have skills like measuring skills and knife skills and learn about nutrition and food safety. Some of the things we're doing today, we're going to be doing with kids. So if you have any kids, grandkids that might be interested, please bring them. But Molly's going to be my big kid today.
Oh,
So
yay.
mix that up for us.
Yep, our 4-H clubs meet once a month. Our cooking club meets here in the office and gets to work with Haley every single month. And Chelsea's our nutrition educator. Some of our kids in the county may have seen them in her classroom. Does it matter
However
which
you
way
want
I
to
shake it?
You can shake your whole body if you want to.
This could be included in our workout.
That's right. She's getting an exercise in the kitchen and she didn't know it. I do want to talk a little bit about, because there's something me and Molly partner on, and that is working with our Extension and Community Association. And so, oh gosh, this is a volunteer group that's been around for a long time.
Over 100 years, yes.
Long time,
Yeah.
great volunteers.
Yeah, and we still have 6 active clubs in our county who are always looking for new members, and they meet each month out in the community, and they do a leader lesson, talk about community service, as well as they have a lot of fun too. So if you're interested in joining one of our Extension and Community Association groups, call us. We can set you up with the one that's in your community.
ECA has definitely been just a wonderful volunteer group for sure. And so Molly is their liaison. So she oversees all of the clubs and really helps them to continue and do, whatever they see fit in our community. They have some events that they or they have coming up. Don't they have a craft show? Or?
Yeah, this October they'll do a craft show where they'll rent booths and you can come and sell your craft or yard sale items even, but mostly crafts, and all of that money will go towards our Betty Watson Scholarship that gives $1,000 a year to a student who is going into a family consumer science field of study.
They also have an awesome Books for Babies program that I honestly got to experience firsthand when I had my first baby around Christmas, and he got a little Books for Baby book from our local ECA group, where they donate books to the hospital to go to babies that are born at Stanley or Atrium Health now is what it is. So my little baby got a little Christmas book from the Books for Babies program. A new club that we have that's part of our Extension and Community Association is our Extension Master Food Volunteer Program. And this is kind of where me and Molly partner on this. I have trained a group back in 2019 before the pandemic hit, and this group has really been go-getters even throughout the pandemic hitting. But because they were at home, they came up with this wonderful idea to have an e-newsletter, because we couldn't see a lot of people in person. But we're really excited to finally do another training. Molly's getting trained as we speak.
Yes.
How's the training going?
It's going good. Last week we learned all about diversity and inclusion and how to open up our programs to groups that might not traditionally have access to our program or be comfortable. So we're trying to break down barriers so that everyone feels comfortable and included in all of our extension programs.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, it was a really good training.
So
we're not just learning how to use our knife skills, but how to create good, strong volunteers for our
how
extension.
they can be well-rounded and work with a variety of people and teach a lot of different things. So we hope to have another training for a group in the summer or shortly after. We'll keep you all posted. But if you are interested in becoming an Extension Master Food Volunteer or want to learn more about it, please give us a call and we will add you to the list so that we can keep you informed as that opportunity arises. But
did I shake it good enough?
you shook it perfectly. It smells amazing. We are just going to pour it right on top of our greens.
That looks good.
Yum. Eat. Looks so
Didn't
good.
bring my lunch today either.
Yeah, and that's another thing. So to make this an even more of a full meal, you could easily add some some chicken,
shrimp.
some shrimp, a nice protein to make it even more filling and get another food group in for a full meal. So I would say this would be a good side or even a snack or something like that.
You could probably add apples too.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Thinking that would be good.
That would be delicious. I love blueberries.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
blueberries on everything. So there is our lovely spinach and North Carolina strawberry salad made by your very own extension office. And if you all try any of these recipes, let us know. Let us know how you like them. If you have ideas for future cooking shows, let us know. We want to meet your needs. That is our goal in Cooperative Extension.
So this, as well as a lot of other recipes, are available at ces.ncsu.edu.
Absolutely.
Just go to the local foods page. So that's exciting.
Yeah. And we like to post stuff like this on our Facebook pages. So follow us on Facebook. Follow us on our stanley.ces.ncsu.edu website where you can connect with your local cooperative extension as well. So I'm going to we might snack on these extra strawberries a little bit later. We're going to plate this up.
Right.
So in between our busy schedules, there's no reason why we can't have us a healthy snack here at the Extension office.
That's right. It's one of the benefits of working with FCS agents.
All right. Looks like a good amount. What do you think, Molly?
I think that looks really good. Nothing better to complete your plate than a fork.
That's right. We do need a fork for this. You can dive in with your hands too. But yeah, here is our lovely spinach and North Carolina strawberries salad. I hope you guys try this at home. I hope you learned something today, and I hope you will tune in for our next show. Again, I plan to have more of our extension professionals on future shows so you can continue to learn about extension as a whole. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you, Haley.
Thank you for joining me, Molly. It was so much fun. See you guys later.